Well, the first quarter of 2025 has come and gone already. It's been a real quick 3 months, and what a 3 months it's been. There has been interest rate drops. We've had a new prime minister inserted in Canada. We've had tariffs from Trump. We've had a vacancy taxing, a second home tax, a livability tax implemented in Canmore. We've had that livability tax challenged as well. It's been a first quarter full of turmoil. How has that affected the Canmore real estate market? Let's get into it. So before we get into March of 2025 and how March fared up, let's talk about that first quarter. It was actually a very busy first quarter. When we think about all the turmoil that's been happening in this world, we ended up with 102 sales for this first quarter compared to 112 sales last year. So almost on par with 2024. Average sale price though for 2025 was $1.424 million. In 2024, that was $1,035,000, and we'll get into why that's such a big difference in just a minute. Average square foot this year for the first quarter was $839 per square foot, and properties were selling in about 69 days. In 2024, the average square foot price was $754 per square foot for the first quarter, and properties were selling in 63 days. So very similar days on market. So why did that average sale price jump from just over $1 million to $1.4 million quarter to quarter? Well, it was all to do with the sales mix. If we look at 2024, I think buyers were a bit more cautious. They were certainly purchasing in the lower price points in Canmore in that first quarter of last year. We had about 66 sales under $1 million in 2024, and we had a total of 5 sales over $2 million from January to March in 2024. When we look at this year, completely different market. We've had 20 sales in that $2 to $3 million price range. We've had 2 sales between $4 and $6 million, and we've had 1 sale over $6 million in this quarter, and about 45 properties that sold under $1 million. So the sale mix is completely different, and that's what's skewing that average price point. So with all the turmoil that's happened in the first quarter of 2025, the Canmore real estate market has stayed strong. We're still seeing real good buyer demand. Even coming into April right now, we're seeing lots of sales. We've got 15 conditional sales already for the month of April, and we're 3 or 4 days in. So we still seem to be a little bit insulated. We'll see what happens as we go through April and these tariffs start to take place. But for the first quarter, a really strong start to the year. So let's take a look at March of 2025 and just break down the last month. We had 44 sales this year compared to 45 sales last year. So again, strong March. The average sale price this year was $1.329 million compared to $1.112 million in 2024. The average square foot price this month was $859 per square foot, and the properties were selling on average in about 50 days. So that sales days on market for March is really starting to drop. Average square foot price in March of 2024 was $739, and properties were selling about 64 days. So you can see those days on market dropping and things starting to sell more quickly. If we break that down into the individual categories, single family homes, we had 9 sales. The average sale price was $2.173 million or $773 a square foot. Properties were selling on average in about 77 days. Half duplexes, we only had 1 sale of a half duplex this last month, $2.35 million for that sale or $788 a square foot, and it took about 124 days to sell that duplex. Townhomes, 14 sales, strong month for townhomes. Average price point was $1.269 million or $728 a square foot, and properties were selling in about 41 days, so pretty quick there for townhomes. We had 8 apartments sell last month for an average of $703,000 or $720 per square foot, and they were selling in about 61 days. Hotel condos, another strong month for hotel condos. We had 7 sales. The average sale price was $1,068,000 or $1,250 per square foot. That square foot price for hotel condos just continues to rise. Properties selling quickly, 32 days for this last month. And then tourist homes, we had 4 sales. Average price point was $884,000 or $1,136 per square foot, and properties selling again very quickly in 19 days. Inventory remains low. We've got about 125 properties on the market that are active as of today. We're starting to see lots of buyer activity, and although we're starting to see more and more listings coming on the market, that buyer activity just seems to be ticking them off, and we can't seem to grow our inventory too much at this point. So if you are starting to think about selling anyway, it's a real good time to put your house on the market. If you've got any questions about the Canmore real estate market or any of the stats I've said today, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is just below.